Tara trashed my divorce in front of the whole family. My scream tore through my Seattle apartment, phone burning in my palm as I glared at the family group chat. My sister Tara's message a public execution. Sophie's single again. Who's shocked? Not me. The Easter brunch plans at Mom's house flooded the screen, but her vicious jab at my raw divorce from Ethan ignited a fury that shook my core. I was done being her punching bag. I called Tara, heart slamming, tears stinging. "Tara, why'd you blast my divorce for everyone to see?" I demanded, voice quaking with rage. She cackled, voice pure venom. "Oh, Sophie, it's a joke. Don't be such a crybaby." "Crybaby?" I roared, tears spilling. "You dragged my pain through the mud in front of everyone. That's not a joke. It's cruel." "Cruel?" she sneered, voice icy. "You're making a mountain out of nothing. Get a grip." "Get a grip?" I snapped, voice blazing. "You shredded my heart for a cheap laugh, Tara." "Quit the drama queen act," she hissed. "You're pathetic." I slammed the phone down, chest heaving, heart screaming for vengeance. Her cruelty was old news. She'd always torn me down. But this was war. I opened my texts, fingers trembling, and found Jake's midnight messages, Tara's husband. "Sophie, you're all I dream about." My trump card. I called my cousin Ellie, voice sharp. "Ellie, Tara's done for. I've got Jake's texts." "No way," Ellie gasped, voice low. "You dropping those at brunch?" "Like a bomb," I said, tears drying. "She'll choke on her own poison." I stood outside Mom's house, heart a war drum, Jake's texts locked and loaded. Tara's smug reign was about to burn. The night before Easter, I paced my apartment, fury and pain a raging storm. Tara's words clawed at my mind, each syllable a fresh stab. But Jake's texts, hot, reckless, sent while Tara slept, were my guillotine. I'd slice her perfect marriage wide open. I called Ellie, voice ablade. "Ellie, you at Mom's yet?" "Yeah," she said, voice tight. "Tara's strutting like she owns the place, Sophie. You really doing this?" "Doing this?" I fired back, voice fierce. "She humiliated me, Ellie. I'm flashing Jake's texts at brunch." "That's gonna torch everything," she said, voice stunned. "Jake's gonna lose it." "Let him," I snarled, heart pounding. "They're both going down." The memory seared. Last Thanksgiving, Tara smirked. "Sophie's marriage is a train wreck." The family's laughter was a knife, but it fueled me now. Tara's cruelty was her crown, and I'd rip it off. I screenshot Jake's texts again, heart thundering. "Tara's nothing compared to you." I'd blast them on Mom's dining room wall, let everyone see her husband's betrayal in high definition. The image burned. "Last Christmas," Tara taunted, "Sophie's destined to die alone." Her words were acid, but they sharpened my resolve. Tara's arrogance was a prison, and I'd break free. I gripped my phone, heart a volcano, my plan a spark ready to explode. Tara's laughter would be her funeral pyre. Mom's dining room shimmered with Easter joy. The table set for 20, but Tara's smug grin as I walked in was a slap to my soul. She raised a glass, voice dripping malice. "To family. Well, those of us who can keep a husband." Laughter erupted, my face flaming. I clutched my phone, Jake's texts loaded, heart a ticking bomb. Not yet. I needed the perfect strike. I yanked Ellie aside, voice low, urgent. "Ellie, I'm wiring my phone to the projector. Tara's toast." Her eyes widened, voice hushed. "Sophie, you're about to blow this family apart." "Blow it apart?" I snapped, voice fierce. "I'm rewriting history." The memory stung. "Last Easter," Tara hissed, "Sophie's too weak to hold a man." The family's chuckles were daggers, but they fueled me now. Tara's venom was a cycle, and I'd end it. I slipped into the living room, heart racing, and linked my phone to the projector. Jake's texts were primed, each one a missile ready to launch. The image cut deep. Last summer, Tara sneered. Sophie's a walking disaster. Her words were a whip, but they honed my rage. Tara's cruelty was a cage, and I'd shatter it. I returned to the dining room, heart a war cry, my plan a spark about to ignite. Tara's smirk was seconds from crumbling. Dessert hit the table, my lemon tart, and I stood, heart thundering, voice slicing the chatter. Time for a family reveal! I hit play on the projector, and Jake's texts blazed across the wall. Sophie, I'm obsessed with you! Gasps ripped through the room, faces froze in horror. Tara's glass shattered on the floor, voice a shriek. Sophie, what's this garbage? Garbage? I roared, voice raw, tears hot. That's your husband texting me at midnight, Tara! You're a liar, she screamed, voice cracking. You faked those texts. Faked? I shot back, voice a wildfire. Check his phone, Tara. He's been chasing me for months. Jake bolted up, face ashen, voice stammering. Sophie, why'd you do this? This is low. Low? I snapped, tears streaming. Tara mocked my divorce in front of everyone, Jake. You both thought I'd stay quiet. Mom stood, voice trembling. Sophie, this is too much. Stop it now. Too much? I said, voice breaking. Tara humiliated me, Mom. I'm done being her joke. The memory burned. Last New Year's, Tara said, Sophie's a mess. The family's laughter crushed me, but it fueled me now. Tara's cruelty was a fire, and I was the flame. Ellie grabbed my arm, voice fierce. You nailed it, Sophie. I nodded, heart steady, their shock my victory. Tara lunged across the table, eyes wild, voice a scream. Sophie, you're ruining my life. Why can't you take a joke? Take a joke? I shot back, voice raw, tears flooding. You mocked my divorce in front of everyone, Tara. You broke me for fun. It wasn't that serious, she yelled, voice shaking. You're so fragile. Fragile? I snapped, voice fierce. You tore my heart out, Tara. I'm not your punching bag anymore. Jake stepped in, voice desperate. Sophie, you didn't have to show those texts. We could have talked. Talked, I roared, voice blazing. You texted me behind her back, Jake. You don't get to play victim. Mom grabbed my hand, voice soft. Sophie, please, let's calm down. Calm down? I said, voice cracking. Tara's been cruel for years, Mom. I'm done swallowing it. The memory seared. Last 4th of July, Tara said. Sophie's too pathetic to love. The family's silence hurt, but it drove me now. Tara's venom was a chain, and I'd shattered it. Ellie stood, voice sharp. Sophie's right, all of you. Tara's been awful. I nodded, heart soaring, their guilt a heavy cloud. The image cut deep. Last summer, Tara sneered. Sophie's a nobody. Her words were a blade, but they sharpened my resolve. Tara's arrogance was a cage, and I'd escaped. The room was a graveyard, Tara's sobs the only sound. She faced me, voice broken. Sophie, how could you do this to me? Do this to you? I said, voice raw, tears close. You mocked my divorce, Tara. You've belittled me for years. I didn't mean it, she cried, voice trembling. It was just a dumb joke. Dumb? I snapped, voice fierce. You humiliated me in front of everyone. That's not a joke, it's betrayal. Jake sank into a chair, voice hollow. Sophie, I messed up, but this is cruel. Cruel? I roared, voice blazing. You texted me, Jake. You betrayed Tara, not me. Mom stepped in, voice shaky. Sophie, you've made your point. Let's stop. Stop, I said, voice steady. I'm done hiding Tara's cruelty, Mom. She doesn't get to play victim. The memory burned. Last Christmas, Tara said, Sophie's a failure. The family's silence crushed me, but it fueled me now. Tara's arrogance was a cage, and I'd escaped. Ellie hugged me, voice fierce. You're a warrior, Sophie. I nodded, heart steady, their shame my triumph. The image stung. Last New Year's, Tara taunted, Sophie'll never be enough. Her words were poison, but they drove me now. Tara's cruelty was a chain, and I'd broken it. Tara's eyes burned with rage, voice a hiss. Sophie, you think you're so clever? You've destroyed everything. Destroyed? I shot back, voice raw, tears hot. You destroyed me, Tara. You mocked my divorce for a laugh. It was a joke, she screamed, voice cracking. You're too weak to handle it. Weak? I roared, voice fierce. I'm strong enough to expose your husband's lies, Tara. That's not weak. Jake grabbed her arm, voice pleading. Tara, stop. Sophie's right, I messed up. You? Tara whirled, voice venomous. You're as bad as her, Jake. You both betrayed me. Betrayed? I snapped, voice blazing. You betrayed me first, Tara. Years of your cruelty led to this. Mom stood, voice breaking. Sophie, Tara, enough. You're tearing us apart. Tearing us apart? I said, voice steady. Tara's been tearing me down forever, Mom. I'm just fighting back. The memory seared. Last Easter, Tara whispered. Sophie's a loser. The family's giggles were knives, but they fueled me now. Tara's venom was a cycle, and I'd ended it. Ellie stepped in, voice sharp. Sophie's done nothing wrong! Tara, you brought this on yourself! I nodded, heart soaring, their guilt a tidal wave. Tara collapsed into a chair, voice a sob. Sophie, you've ruined my marriage. Are you happy now? Happy, I said, voice raw, tears close. You think I wanted this, Tara? You forced my hand with your cruelty. Forced you, she shrieked, voice trembling. You could have kept quiet. You chose to humiliate me. Humiliate you? I snapped, voice fierce. You humiliated me first, Tara. Mocking my divorce was your choice. Jake stood, voice desperate. Sophie, I'm begging you, stop. This is killing us. Killing you? I roared, voice blazing. Your texts killed your marriage, Jake. Don't pin this on me. Mom grabbed my arm, voice pleading. Sophie, please, think of the family. The family? I said, voice cracking. Where was the family when Tara was tearing me apart, Mom? I'm done protecting her. The memory burned. Last summer, Tara said. Sophie's a joke. The family's silence was a wound, but it fueled me now. Tara's cruelty was a fire, and I was the flame. Ellie faced Tara, voice sharp. You've been awful to Sophie for years. Own it, Tara. I nodded, heart steady, their shame my armor. The image stung. Last Thanksgiving, Tara sneered. Sophie's irrelevant. Her words were a lash, but they drove me now. Tara's arrogance was a cage, and I'd shattered it. Tara's voice was a whisper, raw with pain. Sophie, I hate you for this. You've taken everything. Hate me? I said, voice raw, tears flooding. You hated me first, Tara. You mocked my divorce, my life, for years. I didn't mean to hurt you, she cried, voice breaking. Why couldn't you just let it go? Let it go? I snapped, voice fierce. You broke me, Tara. I'm done letting you walk over me. Jake stepped forward, voice hollow. Sophie, you've won. Can't you stop now? Won? I roared, voice blazing. This isn't about winning, Jake. It's about Tara facing what she's done. Mom sobbed, voice soft. Sophie, you're my daughter too. Please, let's heal. Heal? I said, voice steady. Tara's wounds are self-inflicted, Mom. I'm done bleeding for her. The memory seared. Last 4th of July, Tara said, Sophie's a nobody. The family's silence crushed me, but it fueled me now. Tara's venom was a chain, and I'd broken it. Ellie grabbed my hand, voice fierce. You're unstoppable, Sophie. I nodded, heart soaring, their guilt a storm I'd weathered. The image burned. Last Christmas, Tara taunted, Sophie's a failure. Her words were poison, but they drove me now. Tara's cruelty was a cage, and I'd escaped. Tara sat, tears falling, voice soft. Sophie, I'm sorry. I didn't know it hurt you that much. Sorry? I said, voice steady, tears close. You only care now because I exposed you, Tara. That's not real. I'll change, she said, voice trembling. We're sisters, Sophie. Sisters? I snapped, voice fierce. Sisters don't destroy each other. I'm done with your games. Mom hugged me, voice breaking. You're so strong, Sophie. I pulled back, heart soaring, tears drying. I left, launching Sophie's Spark, a bakery that exploded, 500 clients in a month, Ellie my partner. The family begged me to join gatherings, but I set my terms, my worth undeniable. I stood in my bakery, a photo of that Easter brunch on the wall, smiling through tears. I'd turned Tara's cruelty into triumph, proving my heart was stronger than her venom. The memory lingered, every jab, every laugh, every slight. But I'd risen, my heart a beacon, my victory ablaze. Tara would plead for my forgiveness, but I'd soared beyond her reach, a star she couldn't dim. The image burned, every sneer, every taunt, every wound. But I'd forged my own path, my heart a furnace, my triumph a light that would never fade.